Hello, so I've been kinda enjoying posting videos and stuff recently, so I'm gonna try something new, and instead of just posting the raw files, I'm gonna do a bit of a voiceover, talk about like my thoughts about stuff, and maybe like it's gonna seem a bit like a world review type stuff, but like I would appreciate if you guys told me if you enjoy this type of stuff, or if you just want me to post the raw files, or maybe just put some lo-fi type shit music over it. It all depends on what you'd enjoy more, and I'm gonna see if I enjoy doing these voiceovers. So here we have a fight against WOOF+. We're fighting over a hideout in Wasteland. I came a bit late because I went to the toilet at an unfortunate time. The first hit from me you saw a second ago was okay, I think. Right now we're just spreading, brawling. I'm looking for some healers. I immediately see that healer on low health. I'm trying to hit him. He gets killed in that clump. Immediately move to another healer. I see that guy getting fucking raped. Unfortunately, I don't think we kill him. It said I was playing this W. I don't know what I was playing this W. This is only usable in like terry fights and stuff. I should be playing the spinning blades. But oh well, it happens. Here I get full fucking killed. Because I'm used to playing the clan's helmet, the assassin head, but we were on knight helmets, so that doesn't really help me after getting into the clump. And my gig didn't go through. Just a bit unfortunate. Whatever, we get back into the fight. They're still fighting. They have like 50 people more than us. It's an absolute shit show. I gig early, full health, put a bit of pressure on them. Absolute fucking waste. I had no damage coming to me during that gig. But I have double gig. It's okay. I think this video isn't like the best representation of my skill. I think I've played a lot better during most fights. But I felt like making a fucking video today, so here we are. This was the only VOD I had downloaded. That hit was okay. I think I was a tiny bit too late, but it was not too bad. Again, looking for some juicy targets, hitting 2-3 people with my Qs. I swapped to the right W, because I'm not that much of a dumbass usually. Getting some nice value, hitting those heals. Even though they have shields, Wolf is still playing, I think, claw for leather heals. So that's still good to hit. Um, I believe I missed that engage. Happens. Getting stunned heavy, but we're sustaining very well. We have big HP. The nature staffs are doing quite well for me. So I'm getting a bit more cocky, walking more into the reds, which I should be doing maybe even more. I don't get hit on that clump. We're gonna be countering that. I hit almost perfectly on time, and look at this value for the W. If I had one more brawl DPS on that, that could have been nice. But yeah, I had like 6-7 people with that, maybe 8. Was pretty nice, was pretty nice. I'm quite happy with how I'm utilizing these abilities. I think later on in the fight, if I recall, this was like a week ago, so I'm not sure. Like later on, the biggest issue becomes mana drain. So I would have to save my spells a bit and maybe just save mana for the E. Yeah, I think this was like right after the battle mount change, so we didn't really have it figured out how many royal armors we need for how many people, and we had no chariot for majority of the fight. I think a chariot did come through later on, but originally on the sheet we had no chariot. So as you see, I'm quite struggling on mana already, and this is gonna be a very long fight. Like we're gonna be brawling here for a while. You can see the video length. I don't even know if I can post this as one video because my Wi-Fi is shit. I might have to split into two. And I like how I'm positioning, kinda close to Hinderman, not too far away. Still hitting on these clump. Here I'm a bit late. I don't know what happened there. I could have easily hit that on time. Maybe some delay, some stun I didn't see. And now we see the mana issues. I'm getting absolutely no fucking mana. I was searching for an active royal armor for like half this fight. I absolutely couldn't see shit, and people were dying, regearing, absolute shit show. So I couldn't be getting shit consistently. So you see me not even clicking my Qs and Ws on time, because like As you're gonna notice, this is gonna become a pattern as we continue the fight. Me struggling to find royal armors. I finally got some. I'm at half mana, I'm feeling good. I go in with a W and I'm immediately down to no mana. And I have to save just ease for engages. Here, nice engage. I think I could have hit a bit nicer, more southeast. The Pierce got through, that's what's important on the realm. Obviously the damage is also nice. Here I see this Gucci Gala. I thought he already hit, but he was about to hit and he fucked me up a bit. I thought he was Clothy, already hit, trying to find back his Derek. I could get some nice value on him. But I was wrong. I feel like my hits were okay during this fight. Like all of the clumps I hit quite well, maybe like half a second late, half a second early, stuff like that. But my main issue during this fight was finding value during the brawl. I feel like I could have been going much more deeper into the enemy. This clump I hit late, obviously, as you can see I was mispositioned a bit too north. I was thinking he would engage a bit too late, but I was wrong. Like, yeah, I should have been finding like these clumps much earlier on, and I should have stayed there west. That was such a nice clump of enemies which I could be hitting with Q's, W's. But I decided to go back to Hinderman and hit a clump late and giving absolutely zero value to the deck. I don't really know what I was thinking. I think I was tired as fuck during this fight. I'm trying to find an excuse as to why I was playing this way. Yeah, these are nice clumps. These are nice clumps. I'm hitting like 4 or 5 people with those keys, but sometimes I was just focusing on one guy, and that was horrendous, awful to see. Here I'm getting cocky. I have double gig, I have D, I have F, I can go deep, I gig, I get value, I try to kill the perma, but I don't have any help from other DPS. No one noticed me going in deep. So unfortunately it didn't work out well. Maybe I shouldn't have committed that far. But I'm still trying. I'm looking for a value. The fight is now starting to look winnable. The kill board from this, oh, it was beautiful. It's like 2-to-1 kills and they have like 100 more. It was so nice. Again, Gala. Trying a bit more careful of the Gala this time. Trying to find value on other places. But with the low mana I'm struggling. I'm kind of forced to go back to my Zerg and look for a royal armor. Or our chariot. I think at this point we had a chariot. Or maybe it was the next fight. But yeah. It's a lot of repeating the same thing. Trying to get mana. Looking for value with my Qs and Ws. Especially now it's even more important for me to be utilizing every Q, because every Q costs me 15 mana, which could be utilized elsewhere, which could be utilized for my E. So I have to use them a bit more sparingly, you know, like be thinking about, is this actually worth hitting and not just spamming them off cooldown. Like here, I'm unable to hit that clump with my E. I just W'd because I didn't have enough mana for my E. Having to equip more gigs mid-fight. I was looting gigs like a motherfucker during this whole thing. Like, you know, it gives me 10 seconds cooldown, which is usually fine. If I don't have mana, I can't be doing shit anyway. So might as well get some more gigs on me, you know. Yeah, and this time I saved my mana a bit more. I was a bit more precautious, so I could use that E on that clump. For the rest of this fight, you'll see me fucking terrified of those galas. Because I almost got fucking inted at the start when I tried to get value. I should be inspecting people more. But I'm trying recently at my gameplay to be better at deducing what people are playing just from their skins. Like, I'm trying to look if it looks like a Judy armor, if it looks like a soldier armor, or if it looks like a clothy, because it's a lot more effective than inspecting every people. And since I have skins turned off, it should be pretty nice. But maybe I should still be inspecting people from time to time, because I think that was like half a... Yeah, that was certainly like a plate gala, which I saw him not stacking up. I could have gone in for him. Yeah, that's just a thing to look out for me for next fights. Man, this brawl was long. It was murderous as fuck. Like, yeah, it's very rough. It's very rough trying to keep up with the man, everything, being close to collar. I missed this clump a bit because I was too far away. My health is a bit low, trying to play it safe for a while. I think, like right about now, another enemy Zerg started zoning in. Or maybe it was a bit later. But still, they have like 50 more. I'm honestly just trying to survive. So I can be of more value, because even though you have 2 maps 3 years, it's more worth if I actually live through the fight than just get hitting on every clump. Like, I'm not looking at every clump, because if I see I'm definitely gonna die there, I'm just not gonna go there. I'd rather survive and hit the next one than die and have to mix 3. Here, I fucking love Albion. I lag for like 2 minutes straight, and we're kiting southeast because another enemy Zerg appeared. So I'm trying to move. I'm hoping that on screen it's actually moving me, but I have no idea. And when my PC, and this is certainly Albion, my computer is showing me 50 FPS, like I have a pretty beefy PC. I should not be crashing during fights that aren't even queued. And as you see, I was not moving during that time. I was not shadow moving. I fucking die like a buffoon. And I feel like I'm gonna die like 2 more times due to lag during this fight. So here, I'm coming back, trying to find an angle to dismount, or trying to get dismounted by enemies so I don't have cooldown. I get dismounted right next to Hirnerman. Perfect OC food back in the fight. But at this point, our Zerg is getting raped. We're getting swarmed by 2 Zergs that are both R-sized from both sides, northeast, northwest. We're trying to push northwest. So I'm stalling a bit too far away from Hinderman. I couldn't really get close to him. I was getting stunned a lot and trying to save a lot of my defensives, although I feel like I should have gigged quite a bit earlier there. But I survived. I get through. But we have like 2 healers left. They're doing their best, but I have to play way northwest for a while. You know, yeah, I'm just forced to play back, because what happens? I go back in, I don't even have my jacket, I can't self-heal, I'm just gonna die like a buffoon. So yeah, I'm forced to play very passive over here. And soon we're just gonna get run over. I'm trying to reach Hinderman to hit on this. And after that, I'm just not able to get out. None of us are. We basically all die. I have gig, but I'm half health. How is a gig useful at half health? I press it anyway. Might as well. And just get fucked up. There was nothing much we could do. And now the fight moved over the cliffs. We're fighting over a castle. The hideout we were defending unfortunately got bashed, but oh well. We're fighting a castle now. Still great content. We're sieging it southwest. Pretty classic. Trying to get inside of them. Trying to get some full brawl. So like for now I'm just playing back. I should maybe be a bit more stepped up. But I decided to play a bit back. Savor a bit of my abilities and wait for Hinderman to make the call to full walk-in, which is happening like right about now. I'm hitting that a bit late because I had to OC. I forgot to OC. And we play back, again looking for angles to walk in, looking for angles to full swarm them. But it's a bit rough to find against Zergs that are this much larger than you. Barely escaping this since I don't have helmet. I think someone else cleansed me, thankfully. Hitting inside of us, trying to finish a few tanks, that went over well. I'm lagging a lot right now, so I'm trying to fix it in settings, but I think it was the game's issue. Like, I genuinely couldn't play with this amount of lag. So I decided to go back so I could actually be useful if I could. But yeah, I was lagging throughout most of the fight either way. I had all my graphics turned to the lowest. I still had decent FPS, but my lag spikes were fucking awful. Now I'm trying to walk up a bit. It looks like we're walking in. We're looking for angles north, so I'm trying to also take that option. I should have maybe positioned a bit more north. We're a bit too clapped up here, and I think that's gonna be my downfall. Yeah, clapping uh, to stacking up too much west. He gets good value on that blazing. I go back for heals, go back up, get into action. We're gonna be engaging soon. In 4, 3, 2, 1, and we get countered on, and I die like a buffoon even before the perma runs out. I'm coming back to the fight, obviously, no pussy shit, but we have to siege again, because the castle got reflipped from us. So it's even more of a rough fight, like before we were fighting a huge Zerg. But at least we have defensive. And honestly, I think I'm gonna put this part of the video into part 2. I think I'm gonna have to be separating these, because it's getting too long. So, tell me what you think about me yapping over it. If you think it's just total rubbish, or if it's useful at least a bit. I'm gonna think about if I actually enjoyed yapping over 30 minutes of a VOD. I'm still at least gonna finish this video. Like part 2 of this video, and then based on the response, if I get any response with my 10 viewers, and based on if I enjoyed it, I'm gonna think about if I'm continuing this. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the fight. I think this was a pretty fun one.